Dr. Scribbles and Dr. Monday.
The Funnyatrics program has existed at Children's for the past couple of years. We have seen some examples at other children's hospitals throughout the country and wanted to bring it to the Southwest for the first time. Children's hospitals help children deal with some very complex and serious illnesses, but the playfulness and the laughter and the opportunity for some joy in the lives of hospitalized children is such an important way that they cope. It's how they can relate to the world. Our clowns are professional clowns. Many of them have come to us with previous years of experience working with children in a lot of different kinds of settings. As employees of the hospital, the clowns are expected to have proficiency in understanding development of children. So in addition to being trained as professional clowns, we also provide for them the important education of learning to relate to and respond to children of different ages.
Thank you very much. We'll be here all weekend.
Everything that happens to them here is out of their control. Every single person who comes into the room has either a needle, they're going to give them some news that may not be great, they have to have a shot, they have to drink contrast, they have to get a cast put on, all of those things. And so the clown doctor, is the one person who comes in the room to empower the child. We let the children dictate what happens in that room. And the way that we do that is by reading the room. That's the very first thing, that's the second thing, that's the third thing, it's the thing you continuously do.
And in order to be effective, you need to be a very good listener. Perception becomes ultimate.
An excellent clown is one who modifies his or her behavior in response to the child and in response to the family. And I've seen that multiple times. I've seen clowns stop in their tracks, try something, turn around and pull out a guitar and start singing or start playing or doing something. And I think it's, in fact, part and parcel to that is the eye contact and the personal contact they have. And you can't have that type of contact if you're not attentive to the child.
All right, I'm leaving you in charge, okay? It's not always about being funny. It's not always about getting a laugh or being silly. Each moment with each family is different. It's about finding out what they need in that moment.
We can't just go crazy in the hospital. It's the hospital. There's IVs, there's people running around, there's serious stuff going on. So in addition to being trained clowns, we also have to know a lot about the environment. And that, in many cases, is just as important as being a good clown.
We communicate information about each patient that the clowns may be visiting individually in their room. Important in that communication is for the clowns to have a good idea of what they're walking into when they go to a patient's room so that they can adjust their approach and they can sensitively approach a child who may be withdrawn or who may be reticent about having the clowns come into the room, and the information that they are armed with when they go on their rounds throughout the building enables them to adjust accordingly.
I think that physicians in any setting have come to realize that patients don't get better unless they want to get better. They need to have a drive and a will to improve, and apathy is maybe the biggest enemy we fight in the care of patients.
Where did it go?
Once laughter starts, all of a sudden I believe that the brain, the psyche, the whole being, all of a sudden takes on a different posture.
Research has shown that anything that will enhance or elevate the endorphins in your body contributes to a positive immune system response. I've seen it in action for nearly 30 years of working with children in the hospital. Those things do contribute to a faster recovery.
We try and give some optimism, and of course that's going to make the healing process work better, because all of a sudden you're open to the effects of healing.
The kid suddenly starts to forget a little bit that they're in the hospital, because here's these crazy, goofy clowns in there. How did they get in there? And what are they doing? And they're got big shoes, and they're dancing, and they're making red things appear out of my ears and all over the room, and they're making my mommy laugh, and my mommy hasn't laughed since we got here. And those kinds of things start to turn the child around and make it a really good experience. And that's the goal, is to empower the child and to treat the healthy part of the child while they're here in the hospital.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay. Throw it away.
A part of our mission at Children's Medical Center is to educate the professionals of tomorrow, and that doesn't stop just because they're clowns. We are looking forward to having the opportunity to train clowns that might go out throughout the country, and particularly in this part of the country where this is a very innovative program and the first one of its kind. We also are interested in doing some research that will actually measure its effect on a child's healing, and that would be certainly in collaboration with our partners from the UT Southwestern Department of Pediatrics.
I hope that with Children's Medical Center we are able to grow this program to be here every day of the week, because there are so many children here. I hope that we'll extend it beyond this hospital and really develop a worldwide program for clown therapy.
I'm deeply proud of this program and how quickly Children's has seized the opportunity to do something really spectacular. And I think it's a chance to elevate the spirit of the hospital, the spirit of the children, and the spirit of the community.